rest of the team needs to follow it up with the duels.
I'm surprised ceNder manages to get away with that, and well, he doesn't for long. The defense are going to kick things off with an advantage, and the position from Cryo is fantastic. Still only going to be one, and it does give a path back, but the rotation's much, much faster from that defense. Already a smoke down as well to slow them.
Yeah, they had 2 players closer to the spawn just to allow these quicker rotations on contact. They know their timing. They've ran this down a million times on the server, and you can see it. 100 Thieves looking clean in this pistol. The threat is Twisten, and he's dealt with quickly. 1-0. That ultimate, though, completely canceling out his utility. Instead, he goes forward, rifle in hand, finds one over on the side of Bang, but with Stellar falling, we're right back into an awkward spot for 100 Thieves. They don't have site control, but they're quickly behind them in towards B main, and now, well, I guess it's Vitality that are getting pincered.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well, that takes BONECOLD out. So that means you're not going to have that after plant position, you're not going to have the grav well available, and you almost need somebody to find a frag here. Their crossfire is almost isolated as well, and they haven't even been able to get themselves into the after plant to begin with. They had to sort of deny going for the plant, and because of that, I don't see any way of them getting back into position. They got nothing to hold on to that cross. They just need MOLSI to hit pretty much every single headshot. And they're playing on an elevated angle for a second. He almost made that work.
And there's a danger here for a drop play to come in on a flank. They're watching for it every so often, and Cryo managing to pick up a kill. ceNder stuck down below, no ult to play with, manages to recover a rifle. Now he saw Derrek jump peek around, wasn't able to react in time, and the advantage sits with the defenders. The spike now dropped in the open, and although Stellar falls, the nade kill that he got a moment ago keeps numbers in their favor, and he's still alive, can be rezzed. Vitality, well, they look to hold out for it. A flashbang ready on the reaction. It doesn't look like it's going to be used just yet. Eventually, Stellar goes down, the time ticking away, but 100 Thieves were happy to sacrifice him for the man advantage.
It seems like they had different ideas on the Vitality side, one going forward, the other going back, and actually making a little bit of noise around that angle. KO Knife's going to give it away as well. Bang's position is known, but they've only got 10 seconds, so they need to get a kill, and actually the stun through from Derrek has bought enough time. This round is already over, and again, a stellar hold from 100 Thieves. I also want to say, in those B-site takes, both times, BONECOLD is the first one to die, which just can't happen.
Oh no. Oh no!
Oh, this is... Ugh. Subrosa, is that you? You made it into the server after all. It definitely didn't work out.
There was no need.
Straight into the floor he goes, and, well, I guess Asuna still gets the kill with the nade. How is this round that's working out? The aggression of 100 Thieves has failed miserably.
Oh, hold on, how is the round where they showstopper themselves? The one that's working out?
The fight goes through onto the site, but look at the positioning of the remaining 2. Sat with him, just waiting patiently. They removed the overdrive as well, and now, again, 20 seconds left. They have no time to rotate through. They've got to try and run through the smoke.
Well, that's not going to be successful most of the time, even with the Cosmic Divide to block out Spawn. Nothing was blocking out Asuna. 4 kills for him in this round. Yet somehow the highlight isn't him. It's KO. It's Stellar. Again, I just love this guy mechanically. What is this push? What with the operator? And he's caught them with knife out. Of course they, well, expecting a player there would be unusual. Expecting the op is just something else altogether, and we've seen it from Cryo all series long. This guy, he doesn't care what weapon he has. He plays the round the same.
Such a loss for them early on, and again, just look at the side of the map where the entirety of the defense is. Like, even if you sometimes lose a couple of these, the stun up! That's actually going to be enough. Caught out because of it, he's going to lose the battle, unable to hit the no-scope of MOLSI, coming alive, finally stepping up to the plate. Some decent utility placement to make things that little bit more awkward, and I think MOLSI starting to feel it a little bit. He has had a slow start to this game on Neon, but he's coming back strong. 3 kills on the entry, something I can't say has happened too often throughout this map so far. And while the other 2 players so far away from the action, and they don't even have the weaponry to play back into this.
Yeah, the plan's about to come through. And you know, if you're 100 Thieves, of course you're going for this one. Last round coming up and you've got money for it. But, well, chances are understandably quite low for Vitality. I'll be worried about Cryo somewhat, but they're not swinging into him. Now, nice little bait to start, but it doesn't work, and that's the danger of Cryo. They eventually deal with him, and it's MOLSI, another 4K.
But we have now seen the resurgence of some of those players that you need to see, and well, one of them's on your screen right now.
Well, a nice shot coming out of ceNder. That's Cryo dealt with immediately. And the spike
though.
He's down up in heaven. They're starting to make their way through to the site and dealing with Stellar perfectly. Showstopper popped through and it finds a kill with Twisten down, but Asuna's left at 2 HP. Nice peek out of Bang. Okay, we might have a game on our hands in this round. 2 versus 3. Swing out of Bang gets another. This guy is on fire and Derrek's there to back him up. BONECOLD has to walk out of this with the final 2 scalps. A great position, sneaking around, but Bang was aware. The 3K to put 100 Thieves in the lead. Coming out.
They're already almost fully in towards the site. The fight actually just going with an even trade. Cryo forced back, but the rest of the team, look at them. They're actually divulging in from behind. Not expected, and leaving Destrian almost completely surrounded, but it's the fallback from Cryo instead. The map looking as messy as it can be with players all over it at this point in time, but that's a huge fight to win for BONECOLD.
It is, but look at this late flank. There's no way he expects Cryo to be here already. A great reposition from a player that they thought they were about to pincer south side of A main. Instead, they realize he's in the spawn. Spawns have flipped, so to speak, as Vitality now need to fight their way back to the A site through a smoke and with time against them. The man advantage in the hands of their opponents. The time ticking away on their side, and it feels like 100 Thieves have this one locked down. Twisten caught with a flash in hand, damage done, and it just seems to get easier and easier. Both of these players half HP, shields removed, and the time, now practically impossible, with Asuna guaranteeing it. 8 rounds on the board, and 100 Thieves, they just cannot lose a pistol round. Vitality are happy to show their hand that they are fighting for this position, but they're not winning the fight. That flash was perfect, a good return. And although Vitality end up, keeping it even, it's the showstopper, it's the space taking, and now a potential retake to come in. A main players are a little slow, but the nades bought them the space.
Yeah, Asuna's been able to at least deny that initial spot for a retake, never mind. I thought for a second he might deny it. Nice shot from Cryo though. Turning things back into a 2v2. A close round scenario, but Asuna's got another. It's left all onto BONECOLD. A round that they desperately need to try and steal away. Otherwise, this could be the path through towards the end of this one. Smoke gonna be on. He's just trying to get anything of a semblance done, but it won't be happening. Cryo through that smoke is gonna give them double digits and double their opponent's score. This is interesting though. Look at where the defense is sitting. They're gonna hear all of the footsteps. They managed to bypass it, but I think Twisten's screwed.
He's got a flash and he tried to use it, but well, they returned it. Blinding him up, look how quickly he's here! Almost winning the race around the corner, Cryo does, as he's quickly into the B site, shutting down the rotations. Chaos for Vitality, a man behind, a plan coming through, and the kill not. Almost a punish, and although they managed to even things up, these players are scattered, they're everywhere on 100 Thieves. So many angles to worry about, and so little information for Vitality. They've got to gamble, they've got to try to pull some of these players out of their hidey holes, and it's a tap on the spike that does it, but Cryo's the one to answer, and answer he does. Derrek following up. And 100 Thieves on the verge of crushing Vitality. This could be 12-5. In fact, it's looking very likely. Destrian again needing a clutch. Oh, it's a beautiful second kill, but Bang to close it. 12-5. They are going to have 7 map and series points. Well, this is it, 12-5 immediately. We're off to a flying start, Asuna! I don't know how he's gotten away with that, and he's still going, and they dropped right in front. It forces the players back. A tour de force from ceNder hasn't had an opportunity to take anybody down just yet. A nasty position, but it's the only position they got towards. Hey, I don't believe it. They've caught him at least. But now they realize that the spike is down on the other side, and they have to play a retake 3v4, weaponry disadvantage. Twisten's already low. And they're up against so much, 100 Thieves. They should be closing it.
Yeah, they need a miracle. They need someone to garner them some space. It's a missed shot, but he doesn't miss twice. And stunned up as well, it is done. 100 Thieves send EMEA packing on their home ground and take their way through to the grand final.